Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hope you are doing well. Today I will be talking about completed manhwa and webtoons. But before we begin with the video, make sure to subscribe and like the video. So let's start our list. Coming at number 1, we have Empress of Another World. Crossing over into another world and time after a freak accident, Korean high school girl Sabina is taken in by a duke of the Francia kingdom, only to be soon offered up to the ugly old emperor as a concubine. When the king is killed by a mysterious assassin, Sabina must face the poisonous circle of the other candidates in a battle for the royal seat. The first half of the manhwa details Sabina trying to escape her predicament, while the second half has her relationship with Lucretius. It's a classic romance isekai manhwa. The pacing during the first few arcs was quite slow, but later there was some pretty good character growth. Coming at number 2, we have The Duke's Servant. Lindsay is given a mission by the Crown Prince to infiltrate the Duke's household to find out why the entire household disappeared 12 years ago and if there's any corruption. She cuts her hair, starts drinking elixirs to hide her voice, and disguises as a man. Little did the Crown Prince expect that his loyal shadow would fall in love with a womanizing Duke. While I wasn't a fan of the Duke's proclivities, he was a very likable character with layers. He has more than a pretty face, and I give major props to falling in love with someone and desiring them despite them not being his preferred orientation. The plot is unpredictable with twists and turns. I didn't like the fact that the art style changed halfway, but it was an emotional roller coaster. You must give this a try. Coming at number 3, we have Princess in Adversity. In a beautiful continent where there is sudden rise of various political movements, the situation is unpredictable. A princess of a small country in the south, Dongshu, who comes from afar, travels by herself to the northern region to break off her engagement with the north's biggest feudal lord, Lin Jing. After he was plotted against by his enemies, he suddenly turned into a feeble baby. The female lead takes care of the kid without knowing his real identity. The art is absolutely stunning. The female lead is cute, adorable, and naive. I suggest that you all should just read this when you have nothing to read. This is just a decent time killer. Coming at number 4, we have Cheese in the Trap. Junior year starts off on a weird note for Seol. A department senior she is wary of is suddenly being very friendly and wants to hang out with her. Jang Woo is the popular senior that everyone wants to be close with. He is handsome, rich, and polite. A model student, he also happens to be the top of the department and consequently the original contender for a scholarship that ultimately Seol got. He is the person girls want and guys want to be. But Seol has seen a side of him unlike anybody else. We see through flashbacks their first meeting, which got them off on a wrong foot, the eventual mishaps that keeps happening to Seol. From stalkers to sabotage by jealous classmates, nothing went smooth for Seol in her sophomore year, so much so that she wanted to take a year gap. While Seol has no evidence that Jung was behind it, her instincts tell her that it was him. The character development is out of this world and adds a sense of tangibility to the characters that you really don't see in fiction normally. I loved how realistic the story was, and the artwork was whimsical enough to portray the lightheartedness of the story, while showing the underlying serious issues regarding stalking and sexism. Apart from the protagonists, we have the male lead who is unusual from what is portrayed very often, that sets alone this manhwa far apart from the rest. There's an air of mystery around him, and like Hong Seol, you constantly suspect his intentions. The rest of the characters introduced are individuals in their own authority and appear as complex and layered as a real person can be. The author has done a great job in balancing the illustrations with an intriguing plot and even interesting characters. Coming at number 5, we have The Evil Lady's Hero. A twist in the traditional isekai genre, this manhwa features a water mage, Unifor, the so-called villainess who, in a twist of fate, attracts the interest of two main characters from a novel she reincarnated into. Ishid, a powerful fire mage, and Rael, a powerful water mage. The once two main characters who fated to be together are now competing for Unifor's attention. If you like traditional isekai genre, give this manhwa a shot. This story is a mix of romance, comedy, and a bit of fantasy elements. The male lead Ishid is an absolute darling and his affection for Unifor is cute. Although the plot is common, I do like how the author executed the story. Both of them don't just close themselves off or let misunderstanding build up. They also don't act like it's the male lead's job to take care of the female lead and the female lead stands up for herself. Coming at number 6, we have Adelaide. Adelaide was reborn at another dimension where it was not quite advanced. She remembered her past life living in Korea in the 20th century, being an amateur designer. One day, when she heard that a mysterious girl with strange features and clothes appeared walking on the lake, she suspected that the girl might have also transmigrated from the 20th century. Excitedly, she went to the capital to meet her. But things turned opposite and entangled in a drama she didn't intend to. I love the art. It's pretty, bright, and jewel-like. The story has a nicely crafted plot. Romance, intrigue, and humor abound, with nothing overly complicated or particularly depressing, which is nice. The webtoon overall had a light feel and was, for the most part, an easy read. Adelaide's bubbly, cheerful, and smart, and able to handle herself in many situations. Overall, this story is adorable with the main couple, and I find it really entertaining, especially Adelaide, who has a good sense of humor. Coming at number 7, we have Closer to Heartbeat. This story is about the cold and introverted girl Soo-yi, who developed a special feeling for her perfect childhood friend Jin Shu because of an unexpected contact. Those interactions that used to feel normal now have a different impact. The romance takes a while, but the pacing suited the overall story, and the chemistry between the leads is absolutely adorable. There were so many moments which flattered my heart. Also, unconsciously, there was a smile on my face many times. The build-up of the story was good. The drama was not too much. There were no frustrating moments, and the art is really good. I hope you all have a good day. See ya!